a beautiful day here in northern Michigan. Sun is out, got that deep blue sky going. It's actually pretty warm. I think it's almost 40 degrees. Oh, I see Kitty got knocked down here. Looks like you had quite a night. Alright, you stay. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and grab some food and put it out, and then I've got quite a bit to talk about actually today, so I'll grab the food and get that down, and I'll be right back. About once a week or so, I'd like to mention what it is that I'm putting out, especially for the new people, because that's one of the questions I get asked a lot. And to start with, because it looks like just corn, that's about all you can see, but actually what this is called Ideal Apple Flavored Wildlife Mix. And it's a combination of crude protein, crude fat, crude fiber. It's got corn, oats, dried, plain beet pulp pellets, dehydrated alfalfa pellets, sunflower seed, molasses, and apple flavoring. So that's what you see that we put out every day, and we put a variety of things out, and I'll be telling you what the other stuff is as I put it out. For some reason, this time in the mix, there's peanuts in it. So I don't know if that's a mistake, because it's not listed in the ingredients. But yeah, peanuts, both out of the shell and in the shell. So I'm sure the squirrels are enjoying those. So I'm not sure if them putting peanuts in here where they bag up the food was an accident, or if they just decided to do us a favor. Okay, and then these are black oil sunflower seeds, which are a big favorite for a lot of birds, especially the chickadees. then this here is crushed corn, because people have asked, where's all that dust coming from? And it's just the dust that's created when the machines crush up the corn. But this makes it a lot easier for the small animals and birds to eat it. And then I just add a little extra black oil sunflower seeds in. And then these are wildlife pellets, which are just packed with vitamins and minerals, all kinds of nutrients. Also helps aid in digestion during the winter months. And then this is good old corn on the cob. For those of you that watch our Facebook pages and some of the videos that get posted there, see that these little cobs of corn are a favorite for the porcupine. Looks very cute to see him grab them and pick them up and eat them just like a little human being. And I have a feeling he might be eating, he or she might be eating the cobs too, because I don't even find the cobs left over. So nothing's going to waste. And then this is just dried bread, many different varieties of bread, including cinnamon bread, so it really smells good. And I know that's a big favorite for the blue jays. And I think I've been seeing the porcupine eating those too. And I just want to thank, speaking of the corn on the cob, my cousin Andy and his wife Dawn actually are the ones a couple weeks ago came and stayed, and they brought the corn on the cob. They brought another mineral block, so when this one is finished, I'll be putting that one out. And they brought some other good food too, so definitely helped get us stocked up here. All right, I've got some things to share with you today. Guess I should double check and just make sure everything's in place. I'm not going to put any more apples out. These are Granny Smith apples. I can see where they're chewing on them a little bit, but I don't think I need to put any more out right now. I don't like to put out any more than what will get eaten up in 24 hours. Okay, and I don't see any turkeys or deer or really anything but birds. I'm going to try and pick a spot that is not right underneath the chickadee. Okay, I've got some folks to thank here. I want to start out by thanking Linda, I think it's Nick Zay, in St. Clair Shores, made a purchase in the store. Linda, thank you very much. That'll be going in the mail either today or tomorrow. And also would like to thank Joe and Deona Woolard, and they're from Lenexa, Virginia. They're helping us out on a monthly basis, and I really appreciate that. In fact, actually, speaking of helping us out on a monthly basis, I want to show you something here. Hold it up here for a second so maybe somebody can get a snapshot of it. I hope I've got that right about where it needs to be. But these were made by Connie Scott down in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas. And she made these up special for us. She originally made 25 of them, and they were to celebrate the Snowman Cam being picked as one of the 25 most interesting cams in the world by Earth Cam. So Connie made these snowmen up, which are really cool, and they're magnets. I should have showed the backside, but there's a big magnet on it. Brenda and I have one on our refrigerator. And she made these up for anybody that, the first 25 people actually, that signed up for a monthly subscription. And that's who I just mentioned. Joe and Deona happened to be somebody that did that. And so we went through and we moved out all 25 of them. It was great. It was a great promotion. Connie, thank you. A lot of help. And once that happened, Connie said, I could make some more of those up if you want. And so I said, sure, why not? So she did. We've got another 25 of them made up. And they're unique. They're one of a kind. They've got the little, I don't know, whatever you call this little thing that says winner of EarthCam's 25 most interesting webcams for 2017. If you're at all interested in getting one of these, all you have to do is just be a monthly subscriber, and that can be for as little as $5 a month. You can cancel anytime you want. And everybody who joins there is going to get one of these until they're gone. Like I said, we've got 25 more to do. So if you're interested in that, you can get them by going to snowmancam.com. Right below the video and below the chat on the left-hand side of the page, you'll actually see the little winner logo, and then next to that to the left and just a little bit below it says that you can subscribe. So if you're interested in doing that, if you can afford to do it, that would be great. Like I said, for as little as $5 a month, cancel anytime. And don't worry if you can't. Our site is not a mandatory subscription site. It's always going to be free, so it's available. So if you can't afford to do that, we certainly understand and don't expect you to. But for those of you that can and you're interested in getting this really unique, one-of-a-kind thing, celebrating the Earth Cam top 25, might be something you might want to consider doing. So again, thank you to Deona and Joe Woolard in Lenexa, Virginia, a couple that did just exactly that, and you're really helping us out to budget every month. Okay, let me move on. I've got a few more things to talk about here. Our YouTube page, we're getting a lot of people joining there. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Right, I looked this morning, we had 258 people subscribed. That's also absolutely free to do. If you're on our page, snowmancam.com, up at the top, it says Our Videos. If you click on that, it'll take you right to our YouTube page. And you're going to see some things there that you won't see anyplace else. And a lot of history of how this was put together. You'll see some news stories that were done about the snowman. And like I said, just things that you won't see anyplace else. So feel free to subscribe to that. We're trying to really build that community. We've got some great plans. I can run live video on that page also. So if you do YouTube right now, feel free to just subscribe to our Snowman Cam page. And if you haven't subscribed, or if you don't have a YouTube account, it's free to sign up. In fact, if you've got a Gmail address, you already have a YouTube account. You can use that to sign in. So again, just go to the top of our page, snowmancam.com, click on the Our Videos. It takes you right to ours. You'll see right now, thanks to John Baxter, who edits down every day. When I'm here and when Brenda's here, those are being posted. So if you've missed something or you want to go back and hear something that I said, from the other day, those are all going to be there. Plus, you're going to see live videos there, and you're just going to see other interesting videos. In fact, right now I'm trying to find out how to capture some of the videos that are posted to our Facebook pages. And in fact, actually, Susan McKay in Australia, I sent you a message through Facebook this morning asking if you knew how I could capture those, because Susan does a great job of going back through and grabbing some of the more interesting things that go on here and then uploading them to our Facebook page. So it's kind of cool. Last night she captured a little bit of interaction between the raccoons and the porcupines. And then she caught also some interaction between two porcupines. They had a little disagreement over a cob of corn, and then one of them decided to dance up and down on this tree right here, which I can see actually took a lot of the bark off this tree. You can see where it grabbed it and bit in. So I'm hoping I can save this tree, but if not, it may have to come down someday. We'll see. We'll see how much damage the porkies wind up doing to it. So Susan, again, I thank you in the message this morning, but thank you again. I appreciate it. I know a lot of the members of our Facebook page enjoy seeing some of the things that you capture and post on there. And actually, and I'll have to get more people's names, but a lot of you guys just do great things that are very entertaining on there, including the little cartoon things with captions on it of things that go on here, and adding other content like the bear standing on the deck. In fact, it's funny, when I first saw that picture, I immediately thought it was here. If you look at that picture, you'll get a real good idea of what it looks like when I'm in the house here and I look out on the deck. The deck is the same color, the same design. Trees look the same. I've got a big tree just like that one. And when I first looked at it, I thought, whoa, I don't remember posting that. And it wasn't. It was somebody else's house, but it certainly looked like here. So if you do Facebook, you might want to check that out. If you haven't joined our Facebook pages, just do a search for us, Snowman Cam, and two will come up. Our Facebook page, and the one that's the most active actually is the fans group. So if you see that, just request to join. We've got new people coming in every day. It's a great way to meet people. It's a great way to see some content that you may have missed, throughout the day. If you're somebody that just checks in from time to time, you won't necessarily see everything. And usually there's somebody watching out there, and if something pretty cool happens, they'll capture it and put it on our Facebook page. So a lot of recent activity, and I'm really glad to see that. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you asking or answering questions for the new folks coming in, and we're seeing a lot of people coming in every day that have never been here before, and they don't know what this is all about. So you're gonna see a lot of the same questions, but I appreciate you guys taking the time to answer those, because it's getting to the point now. It's getting real hard for me to stay on top of it. It's everything I can do to just answer emails and get those taken care of. So thank you for everybody that does that. T-shirts. Richard just wanted to let me know that we almost sold completely out of this last order that we put together. We weren't sure with the big logo ones how those were going to go, and they went extremely well. I think he says all we have left are 4 medium size and 2 large, but he's already got another order in the works, so we'll have those shortly. And then also he's looking today into getting one with just a slightly smaller logo. I kind of like the royal blue one with that great big round logo on the front, but Richard thought it might look nicer with maybe a slightly smaller logo. So I'm anxious to see those, and as soon as I get the artwork on that, I'll go ahead and upload those to the site. But if you're interested in a T-shirt, now's the time to order any size you want, even the larger sizes, because I had people asking about those. Because on the web, in the Snowman Cam store, I have just medium, large, and extra large, but we can get 2X and 3X also. So if you're interested, go ahead and do that, and then just send me an email and let me know what size you want, and we'll get those out to you right away. As always, I want to thank the folks at EarthCam. You guys always do a wonderful job. You keep the site up and running, and I certainly appreciate that. And also all the people that use the EarthCam app that have been adding us to their Hall of Fame. It's kept us at the top of the app here now for quite a while, which that's kind of neat. That's where we wind up actually getting a lot of new viewers from, is from the EarthCam site, because they have thousands of cams there. So people have an opportunity to see all kinds of different things, and we're just one of them. A car coming, so I'm going to wait for the reply. One of my neighbors there. Okay, let's see. Last but not least, okay, I talked about YouTube. Definitely, like I said, trying to build that community up. So feel free to join us, because we're at 258 right now, and I don't know, maybe we could hit 300 by the end of the day if we get enough folks that are interested in that. The last thing I want to talk about today is this Friday I have to go to Washington, D.C., and Brenda will be going with me. I've got a conference and some other things that I need to attend there. So I'll be there until the following Thursday. So I actually won't be back here to the cam until Friday. So basically Friday to Friday I won't be here. But I've already got it all set up with my good neighbor Danny. Danny will be here every day. He's been helping me out for many, many years here. So he knows what to feed and how to feed. And then Todd is always available as a backup too. So the food will be here every day. Don't worry about that. But I asked Danny if he'd be willing to talk to you guys while he's here, and he said no. So Danny is a great neighbor, but he wants nothing to do with being on cam. So I'm just very thankful for him that he's willing to come over, because the main thing is you're not here to hear me talk every day. You're here to see the wildlife. So we need to make sure that they stay fed. So, but actually what Brenda and I are going to do, we're going to be taking our little traveling snowman with us to Washington, and we're going to be doing some live video while we're in Washington. When I've got some breaks between meetings, we'll get a chance to run out around the nation's capital there, and we're going to take little Woody with us and get some live video. So for that alone is a reason you'll want to join our YouTube page. Because I'll be doing some live video on YouTube. I'll also do some live video on our Facebook page. So for those of you that do want to hear from me, I'm not sure I'll be able to do it every single day with my schedule, but as time allots, we'll be doing that. We'll be doing Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and I'll be getting some pictures with the little traveling Woody too while we're there. We'll try and get him into some nice landmarks and get some shots. And Richard, I think now only has 3 left. He told me of the travel size Woody. So if you are interested in getting one of those, there's 3 left. If you go to the Feed the Wildlife link, so if you go to snowmancam.com, upper right hand corner, there's a link there that says click here to feed the wildlife. Scroll to the bottom of that page and it'll tell you how you can get one of those. They're a real unique little item. They're all handmade by Richard, made out of actually the same material that Woody is made out of. So they're pretty cool, and he signs them, dates them, numbers them. So you'll truly have a one-of-a-kind item. So if you're interested in one of those last 3, Richard's made probably 50 of them or so, but he does so much for us. There's only so much we can ask for him. So we figured we'll move those last 3 out and give people an opportunity to take a little Woody with them on vacation and then post pictures. It's kind of fun to see where it's traveled. If you look back through our pictures, you'll see traveling Woody has been all over the world. So it's kind of fun to see. All right, I think that's all I have. We got the food out. I think everything's back in order again. Let me just double check, make sure Kitty is well balanced and not on something here. Oh, I think that was the problem. It was sitting up on its bow, which made it a little tippy. Okay, hopefully that'll stay. If not, I'll be putting it back up there tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and take off. I've got some more things I need to take care of today. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for everything you guys do. What a great community that you guys are turning this into, and it's just absolutely heartwarming for Brenda and I to see all the things that are done by the volunteers and all the people that add so much content to our sites. We certainly appreciate that. So I'm going to take off. I hope that wherever you're watching from around the world, that you are nice, warm, safe, healthy, well-fed. I hope your weather is beautiful like it is here, if not more beautiful. And with your continued help and support, like the folks I mentioned here earlier, I'll be here every day putting food out. Okay, no chickadees overhead. To make sure that our animals get through another northern Michigan winter. And just to mention, people have asked me, they said, well, do you stop after winter? No, we feed year-round here. It's just more critical during the winter months that I make sure there's enough out here just to make sure they can survive. But no, we'll be here year-round making sure that any animals that need it are going to be fed. So take care, everybody. I will see you tomorrow.